Welcome to another episode of Test This Skincare Pen. But hold up, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out SavvyNaturalista.com for all your skincare needs. And make sure you thumbs up this video, you guys. So in this episode of Test This Skincare Pen, this is a pen I've been doing for like 4 days. And I truly enjoyed it the third day after I put something in it, and I'll tell you guys about it later. So let's just get into this pen. Today we're going to be trying a baking soda blackhead pen, and today we're going to be trying a baking soda pen to get rid of blackheads. And this pen is said, to get rid of the pores, the white pores that initially become blackheads on your chin, your nose, most of your T-zone areas. So if you have a skin type where your T-zone areas are super oily, you will enjoy this pen. Also, I want to know, we will be using coconut oil. So for all you guys who are have a nut oil allergy, you can use canola oil if you choose to. So I just want to show you my areas now. They've been looking horrible, like my pore areas with I call them little white heads, but that's not what they're called. They're just your little pores that essentially become blackheads. So let's do the close-up. So lately under my chin, and specifically a lot under here, I've been getting really bad whiteheads that have been turning into blackheads. Well, not whiteheads, but like pores that have been turning into blackheads, and it's really been annoying me. So this pen is a really great pen to help with acne and those little small pores that turn into whiteheads. Now, most people consider them hair follicles. So for instance, they're little white hair follicles that turn into hair follicles. But honestly, I will say I've had a few hairs under there, but most of the time they always turn into blackheads more than hair follicles. So I guess it's a catch-22 if you have that type of skin where they turn into blackheads, and if you have that type of skin where they turn into hair follicles. My chin is my problem area, and it annoys me the most out of everything on my face. Oh, I can't stand my chin. But anyways, let's just get into this pen. So for this pen, the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of baking soda and coconut oil, but I added a different ingredient. Well, I added coconut oil, so the ratios are 2 to 1, but I did even ratio, so I did 2 to 2. So it's 2 tablespoons of baking soda. So I did 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and then I'm doing coconut oil. So, I just gotta get the oil. And you just want to mix that until it's combined. So your paste should look like this. Look at this paste. Now, I like my paste a little more silky, but if you like a thick baking soda paste, then I suggest 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of baking soda to 1 tablespoon of oil. But that's what the recipe initially called for. But mine is 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, I did add a different ingredient to this, and it's tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is wonderful for acne. It helps just clear your skin up right away. If you have a pimple or anything, I suggest using tea tree oil to some of your scrubs to help with acne. This is a wonderful cleanser for oily skin if you're using the tea tree oil. Now, if you skip out on the tea tree oil, well, then I wouldn't suggest you use this if you have oily skin. So I'm adding a lot. So far I've been adding a teaspoon of tea tree oil. You don't want to add too much. If you are new to using tea tree oil, you don't want to add too much tea tree oil to your skin. I would say please be careful, because tea tree oil is sort of like essential oils, wherein they will burn your skin and cause skin scarring, and over time they will go away. But why go through all that drama just to have the scar go away if you could prevent it? So if I was you, I would start off with a teaspoon. But you know me, y'all know how I am. I like to use a lot of stuff. I I like to use more than the average person. So yeah, I'm just mixing that tea tree oil in, and this is what my mask looks like. So yeah, and the tea tree oil is very potent. So if you've never tried tea tree oil on your skin, it's a very potent smell. Not most people like it, especially if you're not into natural stuff and you're new to the whole natural beauty community. Tea tree oil could be like potent, but you know, once you become a guru in this skincare game, honey, that tea tree oil smells so good, it's not even funny. And you can use any brand. Walmart does sell tea tree oil. I've never seen it at Target. I've seen it at Walmart. So if you've been to Walmart, you could get tea tree oil. Now, because this is a scrub, you want to put it on your face and scrub your face. So it's essentially supposed to go like this. Or you could use a brush. So I'm going to show you guys how I've been doing it, because I've been using a very milky scrub. So I'll show you guys how I've been doing it lately. I just apply the paste all over my skin. Y'all know I'm looking in the mirror. Now, this will get messy, so please use a shirt, an old rusty shirt, or an old rusty dress, you know, your night clothes. And please also watch out for your eye area. This does have tea tree oil in it. You do not want to get tea tree oil in your eyes. It will burn your eye. Okay, so that's the other tip for all you guys who, if you do decide to get you some tea tree oil, but I am telling y'all, get you some tea tree oil, especially if you're a little younger, you know, and you got that acne. Girl, get you some tea tree oil. You will thank me later. It may be on the expensive side, but it is so worth it. Trust me. I want to be careful. Please do not get this in your eyes. Try, if you're putting this on like this, try to get away from your eye area. So if you see it dripping down your eye, smooth in. Now, once you've done this, this is essentially what you want to do, because you have the baking soda on your face, and baking soda is a scrub. Now, if you're new, this is for people who are new to tea tree oil. If you're new to tea tree oil, it would cause sort of a tingling sensation, sort of burning. A lot of times if you do have lacerations on your skin, you also want to be careful, because it does create that burning sensation, even at a heightened level. And I've been having a lot of lacerations because my baby girl Sonomi, we cut her nails, but when she was little, we cut her nails, and it kind of, Josh chipped a little skin off her nails when she was a little younger, and she screamed, and we freaked out, and we stopped cutting her nails. So she scratched when you know how little kids, little babies, they come to your face and they want to touch it and beat it up and scratch it. So she tends to scratch and creates little lacerations. So this is burning a little bit for me, but I'm okay with it because it's not a big burn. So now what you want to do is, once you have it on, oh my god, it's in my mouth. Oh, it's in my mouth, y'all. Once you want to do, it's like literally scrub it with your hands. So your fingertips, you want to scrub it with the ball of your hands, not your fingers. It's the most easiest way to put it. So you just want to go. Make sure targeting those areas where you have a lot of whiteheads or any type of pore, to help get rid of it. And then you want to go up on your T-zone areas like this. And that tea tree oil will seep in. This is an easy, mild scrub for all you guys who are looking for a facial scrub that's really mild. This is one of my favorite ones so far after I put the tea tree oil in it. Other than that, I probably wouldn't recommend it if I didn't put the tea tree oil in it, but I really enjoyed it because it really helped clear up my acne. You guys know I've been eating really horrible, so you know, part of being a mother. So once you put it on, if you like the tingling sensation, you can let it set, but I suggest you wipe it off your face. Okay, so the mask is a little thicker. It's because I added it on and then I had to run upstairs to get my daughter, so we have to take a break. So if the mask looks thicker, my bad. Oh, and then I have to do a thumbnail. Y'all know. Anyways, now we have a washcloth. So this has been sitting on my face for a while, probably a good 20 minutes. I had to calm Sonomi down. She loves Peppa. I can't stand that pig. That pig is bad. Anyway, so I'm about to use a soft washcloth And what we're gonna do is just take it off of our skin. So I use warm water, and you just wanna wipe it off your skin. Now, I will say, if this is too harsh for you, because baking soda is technically a scrub, it's actually sort of, I don't want to say it's a harsh scrub, but when it comes to pH, it is a harsh scrub. But it's actually one of the softest scrubs when it comes to if you're worried about lacerations on your skin. Baking soda is one of those very soft scrubs that you can use. But if you're worried about pH, then, you know, baking soda is not the pH for you. So let's just get it off. Okay, so I've washed it off of my face, you guys. So let's talk about this baking soda scrub. First, we're gonna put Larimar Elixir, which you can find at SavvyNaturalista.com. Larimar Elixir contains all natural blue tansy essential oil. That's what the blue color comes from, and I just like to put a little here, a little here. Oh. And then I like to rub it in my skin. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. So let's talk about this scrub. So do I suggest you use it? It's one of the messiest scrubs I've ever used, and I really didn't like it unless I put the tea tree oil on it. So if you're going to use this and you want to use it, then add just a little tea tree on it if you have acne prone skin. If you have really oily skin, you can use it, but just be very mindful that you will need to take more caution when it comes to creating more acne. So you really want to dry your skin out as you use this oil. You don't have to necessarily dry it out with the alcohol base, but you really want to get this scrub off your face if you have oily skin, because it tends to have more of a grit feeling. So with this scrub, I do recommend using a really good washcloth to get it off your skin, because when you add the baking soda and you add the oil to your face, it leaves a film of grit from the baking soda, and it takes a while to get off your face. So I recommend using a really good washcloth to wipe your face. This scrub is messy. I don't know if y'all want to see my shirt, but it's messy. So just be really careful when it comes to that. So make sure you guys really wash your face really well after you use this scrub. You can even use like a wash soap, a Castile soap, any of your favorite wash soaps you like to use. Neutrogena makes a really good face wash that you can use right after the scrub to get that feeling. Like, I don't know, can you hear it? Like, it's a grit feeling. It really works my nerves, and I've been using the Neutrogena face wash and then Larimar Elixir. I didn't show you guys the whole process on camera because I didn't think y'all wanted to see it. So, you know, I just showed y'all wiping face, putting Larimar Elixir on, but I literally wash off the grit with a face wash after it. And you know, I will say my chin's been looking better, but I think once I added the tea tree oil, it started looking better. So let me know your comments down below. Did you like the pen? As always, I forgot to tell y'all, I'm gonna leave a clip of the pen in the beginning of the video. You know, I forgot to tell y'all. But anyways, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out SavvyNaturalista.com for all your skincare needs. And I'll see you in our next episode of Test the Skincare Pen. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? And what are your favorite beauty DIYs? Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye, you guys.